Hey there guys, welcome to Friday. Welcome to another time lapse here on the channel. Going to be making a James Bond time lapse in this video, which is going to be kind of cool. Still using those cardstock sheets instead of the canvas to try to get an idea of how well I can use them still. There's the image that I'm going to use, one of the most iconic images for the James Bond series. This one's going to be a little bit difficult because there's a lot of different lines going on here, a lot of curved lines. When you're making something like this, you pretty much have two options. You can make an all black background or an all white background because those are the two colors that are used. Now since there's a lot more black background on this entire paper template here, I'm going to be making a black area and then I'm going to just be adding these white strands to that. So it's a little bit unusual on how I'm doing this. I'm actually going to cut out the silhouette here first. And you can see all those kind of little wisps, those little tails on there that are part of the image there. So just going to stick all those on, and then I'm actually going to apply all these images on top of that. And I'm just going to work on that there. A lot of people ask me how I actually make the time lapses. I'll explain that pretty briefly. I get a lot of requests on how I make them. Pretty much I just film this entire video in real time, and then I just speed it up in my editing software. I then save the video, and then I play it back with me watching it like I'm watching it right now on my computer. And now I'm just narrating what I see on the screen, and then I take this audio track that you're listening to right now and I splice it onto the actual, just silent video, and then you get what you're listening to right now, me narrating at normal speed a time-lapse video that's obviously going at 4 times its normal speed, which is kind of cool. So just showing you exactly how I'm sticking those strands on now. They do get longer as you go to the left side of the page here. I didn't show you every single one of these because it's actually pretty much the exact same concept every single time. So I just showed a few here, and this one's going to be, I believe, the last one. Then we're going to skip a little bit ahead to doing the silhouette. When you're working on something like this, there's a lot of curved lines. You have to worry about the strips being long enough and the right thickness. You kind of have to do a little bit of trimming to make sure that they're exactly the same. You do end up wasting a little bit of tape just because you can't really use it again if it doesn't curve throughout the entire area. You want to get as much of a curve in one fell swoop as you can. And this is going to go all the way to the edge on the left side over there. So as you can see, that's the rest of it there. I'm going to work on the silhouette here. And there is a little bit of white on there for his tuxedo. That's what we want to work on next. And I'll complete the silhouette. Didn't use too much packaging tape in this video, just to hold down this entire silhouette here in the very beginning. That was pretty much it. Alright, so working on cutting out these two little areas now. These are all the little white pieces on his tuxedo that I'm cutting out now. I'm kind of just freestyling them or freehanding them, not actually using the template there. So now I'm just going to stick this on right about there. Actually worked out perfectly the first time, not a very common thing. And I'm going to stick these on at about roughly the same areas, and I noticed right about now that they're too small, or I'm sorry, they're too big, they're too thick, so I'm actually going to be taking a few of those off and trimming them. And they're really tiny, as you can tell. Definitely working with really small pieces of tape. So almost done, and there you have it. So hopefully you guys liked the video. This one was kind of fun to make and definitely a really iconic picture. So hopefully you guys liked the video. There'll be a tutorial coming tomorrow, so catch you tomorrow for that.